Hey everyone, and welcome back to some more esports talk. As usual, thanks so much for tuning in, and today we are going to be talking about 100 Thieves because they continue to make waves in the LCS scene as they keep on spending the big bucks. Now, the one that we are primarily going to be talking about that probably made the biggest impact on the community and had the most people talking was Abbedagge being signed and bought out from Shock over to 100 Thieves. Abbedagge is going to be their new starting mid laner, and 100 Thieves has had an interesting time with mid laners, I think it's safe to say. They've gone back and forth between Ryoma and Diamante recently and still haven't really been able to find their groove. And as we know, LCS rosters only allow to have 2 imports on the team. So at first, it didn't really make sense for Abbedagge to be signed because it seemed like a direct issue with that rule because they already had Someday and Closer signed to 100 Thieves, who were both imports. However, it was also announced that top laner Someday had received his green card and therefore is now considered a resident instead of an import. That was huge news for 100 Thieves because supposedly they had had their eyes on Abbedagge for quite a while to be their new mid laner. And it was kind of funny overall to me because it seemed like a lot of people were just like, no, you can't, that's 3 imports, you can't do that. But then 100 Thieves out of their pocket was like, trap card. Just kidding, Someday is now a resident. We can do whatever we want. Felix played for Shock before and has now made the move to 100T before the LCS summer split. A lot of people were freaking out about this number because there was a rumored $1 million buyout that 100 Thieves supposedly paid Shock. Some are saying that the number is unhealthy for the scene and that they are inflating player buyout prices, but others defend the decision as we don't know the full details of the buyout or his contract. We can only assume that 100 Thieves had the demand and the desire for Abbedagge and that they were willing to pay the price for a mid laner that they think is going to get the job done and that is going to round out their team. With that being said, of course, the question now arises of what's going to happen to Ryoma and Diamante. They already had 2 mid laners that they were switching back and forth, but at this point, they have 3 mid laners on their roster, and so even Moneybags 100 Thieves, I feel like it's got to be hard for them to justify having 3 mid laners on contract salaries. So I'm not going to make any speculations here, but I at least would imagine that we will likely see some sort of move from one of them in the future.
We're talking about $1 million. You can almost buy a house in Los Angeles for that type of money. Like, that is a lot of money to spend on a buyout in the middle of the year on a roster. Like here's the scary thing.
Wait, so Travis, you're saying that it'd be better for esports orgs to invest in real estate in Los Angeles than in players?
Yes. Are you kidding me?
Partially, yes.
That is the most. That's the easiest statement ever. Put that money in like a mutual fund, you'll get much better results.
Esports collapses to become the new banking industry.
You literally put that money in Dogecoin, and you will get infinitely better returns than spending it on a roster in LCS. And then I've heard that the Reapered number is a significant situation. Like the rumor is it's per split like mid 6 figures. Again, rumor, not reporting, rumor. So I just think about how much money has been spent on this roster and the coaching situation and all this stuff. Imagine this team gets 4th again.
That was from Travis Gafford's Twitch show, Hotline League, where they were talking about this exact situation and all the moves that 100 Thieves and all of the money that they have been making and spending so far. I think it is pretty crazy, and one of the more recent ones also was that they picked up Reapered as their head coach for what is rumored to be another good chunk of change. And so they are spending quite a lot for their team that they are, I imagine, hoping to perform well enough to get 2 worlds.
Ultimately, the mission statement of the LCS program for 2021 was very clear, and we shared it with you guys that worlds is the goal. Worlds is what we're shooting for in 2021 at 100 Thieves, and so we had to make sure, reflecting on the ups, the downs, the roller coaster that was spring season, that in every single position, we had exactly what we're looking for to reach that goal. In the tuning and in the reflection, a change in head coach was something that made sense to me, and specifically having Reapered available as a candidate, someone so accustomed to making worlds, felt like a natural fit.
That's right. That's me.
So like I said, we will see if all of this money being spent pays off for 100 Thieves in the long run in the LCS. I think a lot of people find it very easy to hate on 100 Thieves because they feel like they are just playing the pay to win game, right? They are just trying to buy wins at this point. But to me, it seems like 100 Thieves isn't, they don't care about being profitable, right? Like, they are obviously not making their money back necessarily at this point, and it's going to take a while for them to do that. But they are focused on winning. And I feel like, I mean, I could be totally wrong on this, right? But to me, Nadeshot feels like someone who has always been very focused on winning. He wants to win. He is very competitive. And so to me, it feels like they are just trying to get the team, to get the coach that they think might work, that they think is going to have the right chemistry and be able to make it to Worlds at the end of the day. So we'll see what happens. I mean, I haven't followed Abbedagge a ton, to be perfectly honest, but a lot of people seem to be very positive about his play. And then, of course, we have Reapered, who is well known for Cloud9 and coaching. And I mean, we'll see what happens. That's really all we can do at this point. There's a lot of speculation on if these numbers were worth it. You know, if this rumored $1 million or even the rumored price for Reapered is worth it at this point. And so we'll really just have to see at the end of the day if it was. We'll see if it pays off, if they make it to Worlds, and how long, you know, they get to keep this roster and work towards that goal. Let me know what you guys think about all of these money moves in the comments below. Until next time, guys, be safe, be smart, behave, and I'll catch you later.